This is the fourth of 5 videos about note-taking strategies, and this video has to do with the outline note-taking method. So the outline note-taking method is probably most familiar for you guys. It's probably the one that you guys use most. It is the one that I use personally when I'm in class, and it's really straightforward, and it can be flexible, and it can also be really structured. So it's good in those two ways. How you use it is you start with your main topic idea here at the top. This has it numbered as 1, but you don't necessarily have to number it. It can just be that big general idea that you have there at the top. I usually use the title of a PowerPoint slide or the topic of a PowerPoint slide. The title of a chapter would be good. So then you would tab down, or you would go to the next line and tab over a little bit. I usually use like a dot or a little slash. And you add more information about that topic or idea. You can go over one, so any additional details that have to do with that second bulleted point, you can add onto that, and it kind of just flows with you as you go throughout your PowerPoint or throughout your lecture in class or throughout the book, whatever you're taking notes on. It's really flexible in that way, and it works really well. You do have to write points in an organized way and use your spaces and your indents. It can be good for using on a computer, and it can also be good for taking notes in a notebook. I prefer handwritten notes, and this is how I do it. This is probably how you were taught to do it in school. Some advantages are that it's really well organized, and that it's really easy to go back and look at. That is the key, is I like being able to actually use my notes. Shocking. And so it's easy to review. Like I said, it can be used on paper or computer. You can write it on paper and then put it on your computer. Retype it in a Word document or anything like that. You can do like a command find if you're looking for a keyword or something like that. It isn't always relationship by sequence. So what I mean by that is if a professor doesn't put their PowerPoint in order, it doesn't always show a sequence of events, which can be, depending on what class you're taking, it can be good or bad. And then it requires more thought in class to organize instead of just kind of like generally writing. You kind of have to think about, what are we talking about here? Does this go under here? Do I need to start a new line? That kind of thing. Overall, I would say this is a really good strategy to use because you can use it in class when you're reading a textbook, whatever you need it to be. It's really flexible in that way. And so this is something that I highly encourage all of our students to do if you're not already doing it.